Welcome to our training on securing your Azure file shares. Today, we are diving into data protection, specifically focusing on configuring snapshots and soft delete. Let's get started. In any organization, data is one of your most critical assets. However, human error, application bugs, and malicious attacks like ransomware are constant threats. What is Azure Files Data Protection? It is a suite of native features provided directly by Microsoft to safeguard your file shares. The basics of file management demand that we prepare for accidental deletions and data corruption. Why do we need this? It is absolutely essential for your business continuity and disaster recovery planning. How do we achieve this? We implement a defense-in-depth strategy using two primary tools, Share Snapshots and Soft Delete. As a deep dive, because these features operate natively at the Azure storage plane, they provide seamless recovery mechanisms without the overhead of deploying external, third-party backup agents. This diagram outlines the core data protection pillars for Azure Files. From your main Azure Files resource, protection splits into two distinct but complementary features. On the left, Share Snapshots provide point-in-time recovery, allowing you to roll back unwanted changes to existing files. On the right, Soft Delete acts as a recycle bin, specifically designed to recover your data after an accidental deletion event occurs. Let's start by exploring Azure File Share Snapshots. What exactly is a snapshot? It is a point-in-time, read-only copy of your data. The basics of this feature are highly efficient. Snapshots are incremental. This means that instead of copying the entire file share every time, Azure only stores the data blocks that have changed since your last snapshot, which significantly reduces your storage costs. How do you access them? Azure appends a unique timestamp to the base share URI, allowing you to target a specific historical version of your share. When should you use them? You can trigger them manually or schedule them automatically. As a deep dive into the architecture, remember that snapshots inherently use the same redundancy settings as the parent file share. If your share is geo-redundant, your snapshots are geo-redundant too. Look at this workflow demonstrating the incremental nature of snapshots. We start with the base file share on the left. When a write operation occurs, an incremental change is recorded. Taking a snapshot captures this specific state, assigning it a unique timestamp. Subsequent write operations only record the delta, and the next snapshot captures that new delta. This incremental chain ensures highly efficient storage utilization. Why should you implement snapshots? The primary reason is to protect your files against application errors, sudden data corruption, or simply a user saving unwanted changes to a critical document. When is the best time to use them manually? You should trigger a snapshot right before releasing new application code that interacts with your file share, giving you an immediate, clean rollback point. For the basics, snapshots give you the ultimate flexibility. You can restore an entire file share, a specific folder, or just extract a single corrupted file. How is this done? You can easily browse these timestamps using Azure Storage Explorer. Diving deeper, while you can manage these manually, the best practice is to integrate with Azure Backup to automate the snapshot creation on a strict schedule. This tree diagram highlights the three main use cases for snapshots. If an app deployment fails, you follow the left path to roll back the entire share to its previous healthy state. If there is a user error, like accidentally overwriting a document, you follow the middle path to extract and restore just that single file. Finally, in the event of widespread data corruption, you follow the right path to restore the entire share's hierarchy. Now for a deep dive into the limitations and management rules of snapshots, which are critical for administration and certification exams. What is the hard constraint? You can only maintain a maximum of 200 snapshots per file share. Once you hit this limit, you must delete older snapshots before creating new ones. For the basics of their lifecycle, a snapshot persists indefinitely until an administrator explicitly deletes it. Here is a vital deep dive warning. If you delete the parent file share, Azure automatically wipes out every single snapshot associated with it. The snapshots do not survive the share deletion. How do we protect against this? Services like Azure Backup can place special leases on your snapshots, acting as a lock to prevent their accidental deletion. This diagram illustrates the cascading deletion effect. At the top, our parent file share holds the maximum allowed 200 snapshots. If an administrator executes the action to delete the base file share, shown in red, the action doesn't just remove the share. The dotted lines show that the deletion command automatically cascades down, permanently destroying snapshot 1, snapshot 2, and all the way up to snapshot 200. Transitioning to our second protection mechanism, Azure Files Soft Delete. What is soft delete? Unlike snapshots, which capture point-in-time states of existing files, soft delete is a recovery feature that catches deleted data. Instead of permanently erasing a file share upon a delete command, it transitions the content into a hidden, soft deleted state. At a basic level, think of it as a cloud-based recycle bin. How is it applied? Crucially, soft delete for file shares is enabled at the storage account level, meaning it applies to all shares within that account. When do you use it? To recover shares deleted by mistake or malicious actors. For our deep dive, while the data is held securely for the retention period, remember that you are still billed for the storage capacity of the soft deleted data. This state diagram maps the lifecycle of a soft deleted file share. We start with an active share. When a delete command is issued, it moves into the soft deleted state. It pauses here. If an administrator realizes it was a mistake, they can issue an undelete command to transition it right back to the active share state. However, if the configured retention period expires while it sits in the soft deleted state, it drops down to permanently deleted, and the data is lost forever. Why should you implement soft delete, and when should you use it? You should use it to protect your business against ransomware attacks where actors try to delete your backups, malicious insiders, and simple accidental deletions. It is a critical component for meeting corporate compliance. When should you enable it? Best practice dictates enabling it immediately upon creating your storage account. For the basics, Azure sets a default retention period of 7 days for soft deleted items. How do you find the deleted data? In the Azure portal, you simply toggle the Show Deleted Shares view to see and recover them. Diving deeper, as an administrator, you have the flexibility to customize this retention window. You can set it to as little as 1 day or extend it all the way up to a maximum of 365 days. This flowchart breaks down the retention configuration and its benefits. When you enable soft delete, you can stick with the default 7-day path or take the custom path, dialing it up to 365 days. Both paths lead to your primary protection goals. By having this time buffer, you successfully satisfy 3 major pillars of cloud security: ransomware mitigation, strict compliance audit support, and immediate recovery from accidental deletion. How do we actually configure soft delete for Azure files? The process in the Azure portal is straightforward. You navigate to your storage account, scroll down to the Data Management section, and select the Data Protection blade. From there, the basics require you to locate the File Shares section, check the box to enable it, and input your desired retention period in days. Here is a crucial deep dive for the exam and real-world application. Soft delete for blobs and soft delete for file shares are entirely separate configuration settings within that exact same data protection blade. You must ensure you are checking the box explicitly labeled Enable Soft Delete for File Shares, otherwise, your file data remains unprotected. When deploying at scale, always embed this setting into your ARM or Bicep templates. Let's walk through the configuration sequence. The administrator starts by navigating to the Data Protection blade in the portal. The portal displays the various settings available. The admin explicitly checks the box specifically for file shares and inputs a custom retention period, like 14 days. Finally, the admin saves the configuration, pushing the update to the storage account, which confirms that soft delete is now actively protecting the file shares. In our final slide, let's look at the unified strategy. What is the ultimate goal? It is to combine both snapshots and soft delete to create a comprehensive defense in-depth architecture for Azure files. For the basics, you must understand their distinct roles. Use snapshots when you need file versioning or a point-in-time rollback because a file was modified or corrupted. Use soft delete when the file share itself was actually deleted from the system. Why combine them? Because together, they ensure total resilience against both modification errors and complete deletion events. For our final deep dive, the most effective way to manage this is through Azure Backup. Azure Backup centrally orchestrates both features, automating your snapshot schedules, managing the 200 snapshot limit, and applying protective leases from a single pane of glass. This final diagram brings our unified strategy together. The defense in-depth approach relies on both share snapshots and soft delete working in tandem. Snapshots drop down to handle file modification and corruption fixes, while soft delete drops down to handle accidental deletion fixes. Both of these independent protection mechanisms converge at the bottom, where they are centrally managed and orchestrated by Azure Backup, providing a streamlined, enterprise-grade data protection solution.
Welcome to quicktechie.com. So just type in quicktechie.com here. Then you can go through the material which is provided by quicktechie. So we have first of all video courses which you can go here and you can find the various video courses across the technologies as well as finance domain. So if you see in Microsoft, we have 8 programs currently running. Next, you can go through the ebooks available. So all the ebooks which are in PDF format today, and you can download this. So let me go through Microsoft certification ebooks. You can click on any of this and you can see this is the PDF available for you to download. So these are the premium ebook mostly available on quicktechie.com platform only. Now the second part is exam simulator. As we primarily focus on the all technology companies and finance domain certification preparation material, so this is company wide listed here and you can go through this. So let me go through the Microsoft one again. You can see these are all Microsoft related certification. AB730 exam, if you open it, so you can see here this, and all the practice papers are available here. Today we have a 5 practice paper. So click on the first practice paper. It would load the questions. You can answer this question. This is way you can answer it and you can move to the next question. Now the third material we wanted to highlight is an audiobook. So we started recently with the audiobooks as well, which you can listen on the go, and various technology wise ebooks are available. And at the last, this is our alumni. These people who are subscribing to our courses and this platform, they are all listed here. And at the end, I wanted to tell you, if you find any course or training or certification preparation material which you want to get us prepare for yourself, please put on the comment section. If you're watching on YouTube, on Udemy, or on this platform itself, quicktechie.com, then please put the comment, or you can even send an email to using this contact us options here. You can directly do the WhatsApp message. You can call us on this numbers as well.